Pleasure to have with us on dais head coach Micah Shrewsberry and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Seated with us, guard Andrew Funk, guard Seth Lundy, and Jalen Pickett. Coach, congratulations. Very impressive effort. Your thoughts?
First of all, we really prepared for a few days in a row just because I knew how good this team was in Texas A&M. The run that they've been on for, we've played well for 10 straight games, 11 games. Like, they've played well for like 20 in a row. And their guards are fantastic. They rebound like crazy. So we knew how good they were. And I thought our attention to detail on defense and offense was really good. And that's the benefit of having an older group of guys that can execute a scouting report on offense and defense. And we did that. We played hard, and we gave ourselves a chance to win.
This time we'll take questions. Please give your name, affiliation, front row.
Thank you. Dave Jones from Penn Live. Jalen, you never know what you're going to get in the NCAA tournament. You can watch them on film, but when you got out there and started playing for a few minutes, could you get kind of a feel for who Texas A&M was, their defense, and what they were going to do? I mean, I've never seen anything like that. It was surgical, but how did you do what you did?
Yeah, we watched a lot of film. They're a great basketball team, and credit to them. They had a great season. We just came out and really shared the ball, and I felt like we played Penn State basketball, and it was hard for them to kind of guard when we moved the ball and get great shots. So after the first couple of minutes, I felt pretty good on what we were doing offensively, especially when people are shooting from deep, making a lot of threes.
Other questions? We have a Zoom call.
We have a question from David Melandra. David, when you're ready.
David Melandra with Sports Talk Philly. Question for the players. Can you just talk about your guys' three-point shooting tonight? It seemed like Texas A&M did not have an answer for you guys.
We'll start with Andrew, work our way through Seth, and then Jalen.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back to what Jalen just said with how much of a team basketball we played and our focus on sharing the ball. With a guy like Pickett, he commands a lot of attention, and the way that we were able to play off of him and that we've been kind of doing all year really came to fruition tonight.
Yeah, I feel like we did a great job with finding the open man, and credit to Texas A&M defense. Like, they fly around, they trap the box really hard, and I feel like when you just moving the ball real well and fast, the ball move faster than defense. So we just find open people.
Yeah, like credit to these guys. I mean, we're a three-point shooting team. We take a lot of threes, and it kind of sparks us offensively and defensively. So we're gonna keep shooting them.
We have a question back to the front. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
This question's for Andrew. Andrew, Greg Eklund for AP Broadcast, and I'm sure you've heard it around campus a few times, but first win in the NCAA tournament since 2001. What does that mean to you?
Honestly, it means a lot, and it probably means more than people think because I've only been here for 1 year, but obviously I went to Bucknell, and Penn State has had a big-time Philly pipeline going for a long time. And, I used to play against guys like Tone Carr and Lamar Stevens and Azir Bostic. So although I wasn't a direct fan of the team and of the program, I watched a lot of those guys. And so to be able to come here and do this, with this group of guys, it's really special. And, I'm really happy to be doing it alongside the group of guys that we have.
We're going to stay on your side on the left, and then we'll go these two on the aisle.
Dave Jones from Penn Live. Andrew, for the layman and for someone who doesn't play basketball, describe what it's like to make the first one and then make the second one for somebody like you. What happens?
The room opens up a little bit for sure. It kind of gets to a point, especially with the offense that we play in. I know I'm going to get a lot of shots at from three, and when those first two go in, you kind of start hunting them a little bit, and you just get into a rhythm, especially in a game like that where our offense is just flowing the way it is. Just to keep it short, the rim opens up a lot, and you get a lot of confidence flowing. It feels good.
On the back row on the aisle, then we'll come up to you, sir, in the front.
Yeah, Eric Olson with the Associated Press. Yeah, Jalen, could you comment on Andrew's shooting tonight? Was it you had 8 tonight, 8 threes. So as you were watching that unfold from your spot, Jalen, what were you thinking?
Yeah, he's okay. He's an okay shooter. I mean, he's all right. Yeah, he puts in a lot of work in his jump shot. You know, he's always in there, getting extra reps. He's on the gun a lot. So Andrew's a great shooter, and you know, when it gets to going like that, we got to find him. And I think we did a great job of that tonight.
Andrew, this one's for you. I don't know if you noticed tonight you were number 7 on trending on Twitter at one point. You shot the lights off tonight. Is that something you envisioned when you came to Penn State, to be seen on a national stage like this?
No, not really, to be honest. I envisioned us getting here to this point and winning a lot of games. But that's pretty cool, and I'm glad to see like that. That's cool for me, but for this program, like it deserves all the attention that we're getting, and we're going to continue to get. So it means a lot, and I'm really happy to be doing it for this university and program.
We're going to go back to Zoom, then we'll get you two up front again.
We have a question from Anderly Penwell. Anderly, when you're ready.
Hey, Andrew. Like we said, you've kind of been going a bit viral on Twitter right now. Quite a lot of memes. As you sit up there right now, is this something that, to have the success at this stage in the tournament, like the magic of March, is this something you ever could have of when you came to Penn State and just as a basketball player? What's the feeling right now?
Yeah, it's a lot of emotions. More so just happiness. Like, I guess the Twitter stuff is cool. I guess, they can do some cool things with my last name, some puns, I guess. But, it's fun. Like you said, you grow up watching this tournament and, missing out on it. My 4 years at Bucknell was a big part of why I decided to come here and help this team get here. So to see it kind of all come to fruition, it's really hard to put into words, to be honest.
Okay, we got a question in the back, then I promise we'll get you up front.
Yeah, Kirk Bowles from the Austin American-Statesman. For Jalen, one, have you seen Texas play at all, and do you have any impressions of them? And why the heck are you guys a 10 seed?
I don't know too much about the committee and how they rank the seeds or anything like that. But we watched Texas a little bit today, right before our game. Marcus Carr is a really good guard, and Texas has been good all year. So I haven't seen too much of them, but we're going to watch some film on them. We just know they're a really good team, so it should be a fun game come Saturday.
Adam Kilgore with the Washington Post. Micah, how challenging do you suspect it would be to prepare for your team in a tournament setting, just based on the uniqueness of your offense and limited time and a lot of unfamiliar opponents?
I think it would be difficult, because we're just unique in how we play. We're unique in how we try and attack. You could see some stuff or see us do some stuff on a Monday game, and then you might not see it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then we come back to it later on, or we might change a little bit here or there. That's just having these guys who are really good on the fly at changing some things and adjusting, and that's the fun part of coaching these guys, right? Like, I got 3 guys here sitting here. There's a lot more in the locker room, but these 3 guys can play off of each other and understand what each other's doing at any point in time, and then break something off and go to something else. So, we prepare for each game, and they really focus on what we're trying to do, and I'm having a blast coaching them.
Go ahead, sir.
Going right off that idea of how much fun you're having coaching these guys, Micah, what does it mean to you to be able to make history with this group of seniors that's, played so many games together?
First of all, I'm like so happy for Seth and Miles because of everything that happened to them after the 2020 season and the success that they were having, and then not getting a chance to play in the tournament. And then those guys stuck it out here. They stuck it out here, and like, I'm happy for those guys because now they're getting to experience that. But you know, Pickett decided to come and play for us, and you know, I'd never coached a game before in my life, and you know, we talked about this. We talked about this vision. Same with Funk. Same with Cam. We talked about same with those freshmen. We talked about this vision of doing this, and it's all coming to fruition for us.
We're going to go in the front, then we'll switch over to the right side, and then finish up with a Zoom call.
Dave Jones from Penn Live. Jalen, Buzz Williams gave you a lot of compliments a few minutes ago, and what he said was that you made the right decision immediately. You didn't just make the right decision, you made it in a split second. Do you ever feel like, and there was a point out there between 21-15 and 38-22, the end of the first half, where you just were, it was like an orchestra leader. Do you feel like that ever? Do you feel like you're the maestro?
Yeah, you know, I have the ball in my hands a lot, and I definitely ask my teammates on the court, what do they see, where they're open at all the time. You know, sometimes they tell me if they're opening out with, you know, just voluntarily. But, you know, it's great the communication we have. And then when Coach Shrews, you know, draws up a play, I see the reads, like, immediately as soon as they come off. Like, I know what I'm looking at. I know what should happen. So just trying to find people and get the ball out quick so it's on time and on target, so it's easy for them to, you know, catch and shoot, or for Kevin to get a dunk or something like that.
Go name and affiliation.
Connor Krause, Onward State. Micah, how rewarding is it to go from a team last year that could barely score 60 points per game in conference to a team that shot 60% from three against Texas A&M?
Yeah, and you know, how we had to put our team together last year. We just tried to piece it together, and these guys had never got a chance to play with each other or learn how to play off of each other, right? I didn't even know Pickett could post until like January or February last year. But and also, like, we guarded people. That was our thing last year. We could really guard people, and probably because that's all we did in the summer and the fall, and then practice all the time. But this group is different. This group is different. Now we're figuring out different ways. So there's just weapons. There's just weapons. Like, you know, tonight was Funk's night where he got it going. But, like, Seth has had those games, and he's going to have them for us here in this tournament, right? Like Pickett has those games. Cam's had those games. Other guys, Miles, other guys have stepped up. We just have a lot of weapons that we kind of go to and play off of, and keep mixing up, and I think that makes us hard to guard. It makes people think I'm a really good coach because I got really good players sitting next to me.
Okay, we'll go to the Zoom call.
We have a question from David Melandra. David, when you're ready.
This is for Coach, for head coach. How do you think your team has handled the distraction of taking part in the NCAA tournament for the first time? And can you also discuss about the quick turnaround, get ready to play Texas on Saturday?
I don't think there has been a distraction about playing in the tournament. I think they're all really excited to be here. But I wanted them to enjoy it. I wanted them to enjoy it. Like, this is fun. This is fun. This is fun for them. They're getting a chance to be here and play and experience this whole thing. Like, let's experience it. Let's have fun. It's fun seeing all the Penn Staters that showed up and were cheering for us. But, like, we want to go on a run and on a ride, and we're having a blast. So I don't think they're distracted at all based on how we prepared for this game. It is a quick turnaround, and we're getting ready for an unbelievable opponent who has had a great year. So we got to do it again. We got to trust our system and how we play and what we do, and then we got to prepare the same exact way, learn from film, watch film, and then figure out a game plan and then go execute it again.
Penn State will play Texas at 6:45. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And we'll see our student athletes for tomorrow's press conference, which will start at 3:55, followed by Coach Shrewsberry. Thank you very much.
Thank you.